All right, Reds, gather round, because today we're talking about a man who didn't just play for Manchester United. He transformed it. Now, you'll hear plenty of names whenever folk argue about the greatest Premier League player of all time. Cristiano Ronaldo, Wayne Rooney, Thierry Henry, all unbelievable footballers. But if you ask Reds who stood on the Stretford end in the early 90s, you'll get a different answer. They'll tell you there were two Manchester Uniteds, the one before Eric Cantona and the one after him. When Sir Alex Ferguson signed Eric Cantona from Leeds United in November 1992 for just $1.2 million, hardly anyone could have imagined what was about to happen. Looking back now, it wasn't just one of the best signings in Manchester United history. It was one of the greatest bargains football has ever seen. United had spent 26 long years waiting to be crowned champions of England again. 26 years of disappointment. 26 years of watching Liverpool set the standard. Sir Alex had built a talented squad. He'd changed the culture. He'd laid the foundations. But even he knew something was missing. Then King Eric walked through the doors of Old Trafford. Collar turned up, head held high. Walking with the confidence of a man who believed he belonged on the biggest stage, and that confidence spread through the entire football club. Eric weren't the fastest player, he weren't the strongest, but he saw football differently. He could spot a pass before anyone else. He could slow a game down with one touch. He could produce a moment of magic when everyone else had run out of ideas. Every time he picked the ball up, 70,000 Reds held their breath, because you just knew something special might be about to happen. But what made Cantona truly great wasn't just his football. It was his presence. He demanded more from everyone around him. He challenged teammates to think quicker, play better, believe more. Young players like Ryan Giggs, Paul Scholes, David Beckham, and Gary Neville watched him every single day. They didn't just learn how to play, they learned what it meant to carry yourself like a Manchester United player. That winning mentality became part of the club's DNA. Of course, there were difficult moments, too. The incident at Crystal Palace in 1995 shocked the football world. His suspension kept him away from the game for months. Many believed his United career was finished, but Sir Alex Ferguson never stopped believing in him. And when Eric returned, he returned like only Eric Cantona could. With purpose, with pride, with the swagger that made him one of a kind. In the 1996 FA Cup final against Liverpool, with the match locked at 0-0, the ball dropped to Cantona on the edge of the box. One touch, one strike, one unforgettable goal. It wasn't just the winner. It was a statement. The king was back. By the time he retired in 1997, at just 30 years of age, Eric Cantona had helped transform Manchester United. 4 Premier League titles in 5 seasons. 2 FA Cups. 2 League and FA Cup doubles. But trophies only tell part of the story. His greatest achievement was changing the belief inside the football club. He made Manchester United expect success. He helped create the winning culture that Sir Alex Ferguson would build upon for the next 2 decades. Without Cantona, would the class of '92 have flourished in quite the same way? Would Ferguson's dynasty have begun so quickly? Nobody can answer those questions for certain. But one thing every Red knows. Eric Cantona wasn't just a brilliant footballer. He was the spark that lit the fire. He gave Manchester United its swagger back. He made opponents fear Old Trafford once again. And he reminded the world exactly what this football club stood for. That's why, all these years later, one chant still echoes around the Theatre of Dreams. Ooh, ah, Cantona. Because legends come and go, but kings are remembered forever.